Welcome to Tabletop Battle Adventures, D-Day 0830 hours, turn 17, part 2. For the details, go back and watch the introduction video for this turn, and best to follow along. Looking at the hedgerows, 506th PIR. Continue to battle with the 1058th Grenadiers and the 6th Fallschirmjäger, platoon worth from each, and there's 3 armored units from 100th Panzer. The 6th Fallschirmjäger hold both bridges leading into Carentan, objectives for German and U.S. forces. They also hold the river lock. River lock is open. Water is running down and flooding the green fields. 6-inch advance for infantry, no run and no vehicles at all. The brown fields are normal movement. Turn 24. Full company from Panzer Lehr Division will be arriving. Far side of Carentan. So the 506 needs to destroy these bridges before those armor reinforcements can arrive. In the introduction video, I go over where all of the different units are located, who holds the objectives and the casualties for each platoon. Who's starting on ambush. Artillery strike came in this past part 1. Devastating. Killed 1 German and 5 paratroopers. First dice tonight, well, actually it'll be the U.S. force ambush, but the first dice of this turn has not been activated yet. It's going to be a German dice, but we got to get through the ambush roll-offs first. Over on Omaha Beach, 916th Grenadiers, 1st and 2nd platoon, defending. When the U.S. force infantry or vehicles want to advance or run on the sand or any terrain that is light brown, they have to take a landmine check. If they fail, they roll on the landmine chart. 116th Infantry Company A, 1st Platoon, from the left flank, assaulting the beach. All the way up to here, 1st Squad. Rangers, 2nd Rangers, Company C, starts about here, heavy weapons, 2nd Platoon, other side of the flamethrower Sherman Crocodile, 1st Platoon of the Rangers. 743rd Tank Battalion, Sherman with the dozer attachment is pushed through the beach obstacles, the flamethrower Crocodile following close behind. The rest of the 743rd Tank Battalion providing cover fire and some cover. 2nd Platoon tank was knocked out early in the assault, and the company commander was knocked out this past turn, 0800 hours. Both were destroyed by the 88mm that's in the closest bunker. In the further bunker there, that's a Pack 40. Lot of action to get to. We'll start out with the U.S. ambush. 2nd Rangers, 2nd Platoon Sergeant, started on ambush. And he's going to bring his ambush and advance forward. He's going to give an order to the captain, which is the 2nd Ranger's company commander, and he's going to receive a advance order. And he will also be able to pull 3 order dice and then give out those orders. Alright, the captain's going to need to take a landmine check. 10 and under. Before we have the captain give out 3 orders, we'll go ahead and have the platoon sergeant advance forward. He'll be able to go 4 inches. Landmine check, 10 and under. Platoon sergeant's going to have 2 shots. He's going to aim for second 916th Grenadiers, 2nd Platoon, 2nd Section. Soldiers on the left, center screen. He'll need 7s. The captain, he's going to, that is the Rangers captain, he is going to have his radio operator radio over to the 743rd Tank Battalion, Company 1st Sergeant, and he's going to go ahead and open fire on the bunker, the 88 bunker here. See if he can somehow put a pin marker on him. He's going to need a 7. This 2d6 and a scatter dice. It's going to still hit the bunker and do some damage. And this bunker currently has minus 11 damage. So we're going to roll to see what this damage is going to be. Because it's a bunker and not a regular building, it's just D3 hits against the building. So just 1 damage. Alright, Company 1st Sergeant with his MMG is now gonna, he's still gonna target the, he'll need 7s, but he's still gonna go for the bunker. We gotta get a pin on that 88 if possible. 2 possible. Alright, we got a pin, and then it'll be gun shield rule, so the soldier will be killed on a 6, wounded on a 5. Still got the pin marker. Rangers captain is going to give his 2nd order dice to this 1st platoon tank. He's going to take a orders test. And it's going to be 1 pin, but he'll be testing it a 10 and under still with all of the officers nearby and 2nd platoon leader's tank right here also. 10 and under. Pass. He's going to take a shot at the bunker, the furthest bunker with the Pack 40. You need a 7. Got a miss. 2d6, scatter dice. See where it's going to end up. It's going to hit the bunker still, I think. HE round lands on top. D3 damage. 3. The bunker's up to 19 damage. Still has a ways to go, though. He's gonna now fire his. He's got a lot of soldiers in front of him. I don't think he's going to be able to fire his hull-mounted MMG. Maybe should have moved those soldiers first. Alright, that'll be it for that tank. And then the captain's final order dice. I think he's going to give it to this 2nd platoon tank here. So let's give it to this first platoon leader's tank here. He's going to receive a fire order. First platoon leader, he's going to target. Everybody's in bunkers over here, so it makes it really tough to hit him. You know, he really doesn't have a shot on anybody who's out of a bunker. So I think we're going to turn our turret, not waste any more shots trying to hit on a 7, and we're going to target this direction. All right, there we go. Let's see what we can target. We're going to go ahead and go for the same. These soldiers here, 916th Grenadiers, 2nd Platoon, 2nd Section. And I'll get a measure. Okay, he's not long range. He's within 36. So to hit this target, it's going to be 3s, and then the hard cover is going to be reduced to soft cover for the heavy weapon. So it'll be 4s. If they go down, 6s. Damn, they won't be able to shoot though. We're gonna stay up and just hope he misses. All right, here we go. So just need a 4 to hit these guys. Oh jeez. Oh. All right, they're hit. I'm gonna be able to get 3 guys, and the way they're spread out, probably only gonna be able to get 2 guys because the LMG loader is already dead. All right, so 2 men hits, D3 pins, 3 pins, and +2 penetration. So these soldiers will be killed on, instead of, if they're so all German NCOs and officers are veterans, killed on 6s, wounded on 5s. All other soldiers, both US and German, on both battlefields are regular. They'll be killed on 5s and 6s and wounded on 4s. So these 2 soldiers. So 1 dead, and yeah, well, actually the other guy survives. Not bad. They're up to 5 pins now. Beginning of turn 19, the Germans will be able to begin to retreat from their positions and head toward the only exit, which is to get up the road. Okay, back to the first platoon leader. Now with his MMG, you know, it's the same problem. I don't know that he can fire past his own. Actually, he can. He'll be able to shoot at this angle here. He will be able to open fire on these soldiers. He'll go for these soldiers in the bunker here. Center screen, small bunker. So they're going to have 5 shots for his MMG. And he will need 7s because they're in the bunker. So let's see if we can put a pin on him at least. So needing 7s. 1 possible. Need another 6. Alright, the company first sergeant's able to pull 2 order dice. He's going to give those out. First, he's going to radio over to the 2nd platoon tank. He's going to receive a fire order. And we're not going to waste any more shots on needing 7s on bunkers. I think we're going to let the infantry move up and take out the bunkers. And we're going to use this man to... let's go for the other half of the 916th Grenadiers, 2nd platoon, 2nd section. This group here. They have no pin markers and a lot of firepower, so let's see if we can get lucky and we'll target them. Alright, he's going to need 4 just for the hard cover that turns to soft cover with his high explosive round. Didn't go down last time. Didn't turn out so well. This time it's a 3-inch HE, which means that the whole squad's going to be wiped out. So we want to hit on a 4, risk it, or hitting on a 6. Let's risk it. All right, so needing a 4. Oh, he misses. I believe it's just going to be 1d6 in the scattered dice. Okay, I've got the scattered dice. D6 ready. See where it's going to land. So it's going to shoot 5 inches short. The gamble pays off. And this tank here does have line of sight without any of his soldiers being in the way. He'll be able to shoot hitting on 7s, going for the 88. Let's put a second pin marker on the 88 if we can. Needing 7s. One possible. Needing a 6. Miss. Company First Sergeant's second order dice is going to go to T-34 Callipy. This is an awful weapon. Killed 12 Germans last turn in this area. Collapsed. Building collapsed on top of some of them, and the rest of them died all around the building. So this time, though, there's not many targets left over here to engage. A few, not very many. So he's gonna order him to actually open fire. We're gonna send some rockets. I think we're gonna target these soldiers here. They have 5 pin markers, but if we target these soldiers, then that will mean the sniper is included. Yeah, that's the 2nd platoon sniper of the 916th Grenadiers, plus the 916th medic, and the 916th 2nd platoon's 2nd section, which is split into 2 groups here and here. So we'll target this group in the center. That's going to be 4 shots coming in. We've turned our rockets. And we'll start out with the primary target in the center. This is a heavy mortar and needs a 6 to hit. There's 1 miss. Next shot's for the sniper. Miss. The other half of 2nd section on the right. Miss. And the 916th medic. All misses. But we're going to roll scattered dice, 2d6 and a scattered dice, and see if any random missiles land on anyone. We'll start out with the original target. It's going to fall short. 8 inches. Not even close. Now though, you miss for the sniper. That could get interesting. A rocket comes flying in. No damage. Scaring the flamethrower team and the medium mortar team though. And now our next miss. Let's see, we'll go for the medic next. See where this miss is going to end up. Good place to roll here. 6 inches short. Medic got lucky. And our last miss is for the other half of 2nd section on the left with the wounded soldier. Ooh. 8 inches right down the line. We're going to measure from the center of this 5-man. So it's going to be the 2nd section leader next to the right of the wounded soldier. And we'll sure does look like it's going right down the line though. Definitely going to land on top of the 2nd section soldier at the end. These rockets are, it's a heavy mortar, so it would be a 3-inch HE. So it's going to be D3 pins, 2 pins, and this soldier will be, there's only 1 soldier who fits under that 3-inch. Let me check again. Yeah, it happens to miss the 2nd section LMG gunner, and it also misses the sniper here from 2nd platoon. So dead on anything but a 1. Soldiers killed. Well, it's not nearly as terrible as last turn when T-34 Calliope took out 12 Germans KIA through this area. So that's not so bad. However, these Germans are up to 7 pin markers now. His hull-mounted MMG will not be able to fire because of all of the friendly forces that are moving in front of him. So yeah, these Germans got pretty lucky here. Very lucky. Let's see, that was the last dice for the company first sergeant. Now we'll move over to the first platoon leader, who has 2 order dice to give out. I think he's going to go ahead and I really don't want to move. Well, I guess now's the best time. Think about it. All right, first platoon leader. He's going to radio over. And he's going to give his dice to the M4 Sherman with the dozer on the attachment on the front. He's already cleared the obstacles. So he's going to hang a left. He'll have to take a landmine check, but he's going to hang a left. And no matter where he goes, he's going to be able to be hit in the side or rear by that Pack 40. So I was going to wait for the infantry to move up, knock this bunker out, and then move. But turn 24 is when the Panzer Lehr, one company from Panzer Lehr Division is going to arrive in Carentan. And if we don't knock these Germans out and get up the beach before then, the 506 is going to get destroyed in the hedgerows. So we got to move. So we're going to take a chance. Advance and fire on the Pack 40. Landmine check. Pass. All right, he spins his turret around. He's going to need a 7. I don't know, it seems like he's so close now. Maybe at some point. I'm trying to make it challenging for the U.S. forces since they definitely have far more firepower. So I said I was going to be doing it on 7s. Let's stick with it. So he's going to need 7s. It's a miss. Even if I would have made it 6s, he'd have missed. So 1d6 in a scatter dice. Let's see where that HE round's going to land. It's going to miss the bunker. Do no damage. Terrible shot. All right, he misses. And as for his hull-mounted MMG, no targets because of the wall here. First platoon leader's second order dice is going to go to the do we want to move it forward now? Yeah, let's do it. So the M4, see, this is the Crocodile. It's going to receive an advance order. All right, Crocodile's going to move on an advance, 8-inch advance for the tracked vehicles in the sand instead of the usual 9. And I believe he's going to get in range to fire on that Pack 40. But first, the landmine check, 10 and under. Pass. And he is going to be able to open fire on the Pack 40. So the movement 4. I think that's it. Pretty sure there's no cover besides that. So needing a 4 up to hopefully knock out a bunker. Yes, flaming hell. So it's going to be D3 plus 1 pins on the Pack 40 team. 3 pin markers. And it's D6 hits plus 1. 3 hits. Okay. Pack 40's up to 5 pin markers now. And these 3 hits will be killing on anything but a 1. Oh, 3 dead. Let's see if we can pick. We can pick the NCO. Nope. 3 dead. Oh, I was nervous rolling up on that Pack 40 too. Got him. There's already a wounded soldier. So we'll kill the wounded soldier, and then we'll kill everybody but the NCO, who is the soldier with the who's the NCO, honestly. We'll call the guy with the target. I forgot exactly what it's called, but it's kind of like a target, like binoculars. It's different, but he'll survive. And then he'll have to take a morale check since he's the only survivor. There's also a flamethrower team back here for the 2nd platoon's flamethrower team. That was so epic. The carnage, burning alive. Morale check, 5 and under. He fails, and he will retreat. I don't just remove units from the battlefield. You either retreat or you die. So in this case, he fails the morale check. He's gonna retreat out of the room. He'll be he'll be able to go a normal advance, open the door, and then move through. He won't be able to get through both doors, but he'll be in the other room, ready to exit. I'm actually gonna. The gun itself can be destroyed separately, so 2 soldiers are gonna survive. They're gonna both fall back, and I'm gonna go ahead and have the gun be destroyed. So 2 soldiers in the gun are destroyed, and 2 soldiers escape. So the Pack 40 is destroyed, and 2 soldiers are burned alive, and 2 soldiers have escaped into the other room. Epic. I was thinking I was going to miss, and that Pack 40 was going to rally, and next turn blow a hole in the flamethrower tank. But now the plan is unfolding perfectly. Dozer be able to clear a path through these obstacles, and then the crocodile follow behind, knock out the 88, and we'll take this beach, and then get over there and reinforce the 506th and the hedgerows. And I'm gonna call it a night on that epic finish for part 2. Worked out good. Nice. There's a bunch of cheering going on for the Rangers. Oh yeah, that was epic. And a bunch of these guys can't wait for turn 19. I'll bet at this point want to run away as fast as possible. Oh, that was epic. It'll be 3 nights from now. Be back down to keep going. Heck yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Oh yeah. It was inevitable. The Germans were going to lose anyways. All they can do is take out as many possible attackers. so much more action. We still haven't even got to the first dice of this 0830 hours. Turn 17. 100 US order dice versus 77 German order dice. A lot of action. Gotta go back and scan that Hellfire again one more time. Germans got pretty lucky through here, but yeah, check you next time. Check you out. Catch you next time. Oh yeah, that was epic.